Hi, I'm Matt Asner.
And I'm Nava Pasquitz Asner.
And we're the founders of the Ed Asner Family Center. And this is your opportunity to get out there and walk because we're having a walk.
So get together with your grandmother and your relatives and join a team or found a team and, help us to continue supporting the special needs community.
Thank you very much. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Isabella Hoffman.
I'm Atticus Baldwin, and we're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Yes, we are.
We are walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Hi! Oh, hi! We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center. I'm with it. Let's go! Come on!
Hi, I'm Ed Asner, and I want to thank you for walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Good afternoon, and welcome to Corona Kitchen. Sorry, everybody. Corona Kitchen. I am Shelby Landucci. I am your host today. And a little giddy, and like everybody is, and a little crazed like everybody is these days. Today, we are going to be making one of my favorite things to make. This is something that I've been making for the past, I've been made it many times before, but since we've been doing social distancing, I've been starting to create a little cafe in my kitchen, just per se. And I have an espresso machine now, and I've been making my little lattes or cappuccino or just a shot of espresso. And then I've been making biscotti, chocolate biscotti. So today we're going to be making that, and it's simple. Like I always say, simple ingredients you can still find in the grocery store. So let's get started. First, we're going to start with getting our ingredients all together. We're going to have our wet ingredients in here and the dry ingredients in here. I'm going to get the dry ingredients together right now. The dry ingredients, I need 1 3/4 plus 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. So I know it's very, very precise for some reason. I don't question it. It's science. Baking is science. That's what I always say. All right, 2 3/4. Let's not forget that 2 tablespoons, because God only knows what's going to happen if we don't. All right, got that. Now we need a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder. Now this is this is everywhere. I actually prefer to use the special Hershey Special Dark because it's even chocolatier, but this is just as good as well. So just using 3/4. I'm sorry, 1/4. Let me read the ingredients correctly. 1/4 plus 2 tablespoons. Once again, those 2 tablespoons. Here we go. There we go. All right, got those ready. All right, next thing is, yes, I am reading out the ingredients as we go. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. You're wondering, why do you have such a huge thing of baking soda? You know what? I use it for everything. And that's what you can use it. You can use it for cleaning your kitchen, cleaning your oven. It's a wonder what you can use with this. All right, what you can do with that. All right, and like always, I use my measuring spoons to mix the dry ingredients. Dry ingredients are all done. Now, this recipe does call for salt as well, but because I'm using salted butter instead of the unsalted butter that the recipe calls for, I just omit the salt. Simple thing you can do with sweet items. With savory items, I would probably make sure you put the salt in there and just do unsalted butter. Anyway, so here we go. Next is the wet ingredients. We have 8 tablespoons of butter, salted butter for me, because that's what I had. And now we're going to put 3/4 cup of sugar, granulated sugar. And we're going to cream these together And then we're going to add the eggs and the vanilla to that. So let's go in. There we go. Make sure your butter, of course, is softened. Makes it so much quicker. And also cook evenly. All right. Make sure it really is perfect. Okay, maybe see, I'll show it right there. Nice and creamed together. Now, we're going to add the 2 eggs. Best to use the bowl and then put it in so we don't get any eggshells in there, just in case. Perfect. Something that I'm very happy the price went down on eggs because it seemed to steep up because of demand of eggs lately. And yesterday went to Costco and they have a ton of them and back to the same price. Okay, here we go. Put that in there. All right. And now let's just get our 2 teaspoons of vanilla. I prefer, this is from Smart and Final. I do prefer to use vanilla bean paste, which is kind of hard to find these days. You can order on Amazon. To me, it has that rich vanilla flavor, and it's not a fake tasting vanilla. I don't like fake tasting at all. So here we go. Put 2 teaspoons in there. All right. That's easy. And now we're going to mix the dry ingredients in. Yep, you know me. I just like to plop it all in at once. There we go. Now just be careful we don't get it everywhere. So let's go low and slow. I'm going to mix it up a little bit first. Slow. There you go. That's nice and even. All right. Like I said, very, very simple to do. I think the hardest part is just waiting for the butter to get softened sometimes. All right. There we go. And all right. Get all that out of there. All right. Now, the next thing we are going to do is use that over there. Okay, got a little vanilla on there. That's fine. Now, we are going to put a little bit of flour on here because we're going to have to make this into a log. Actually, 2 logs. We could probably just do 1 log right now because I did not remember my cookie sheets today to the center. Whoopsie. Let's see. I'm going to do half the batter right here. Actually, I'll do all of it so you can see how I do this. It is. Get it all out. Flour it first so it doesn't stick to the cutting board. Okay. And then, oh my God, it's so good. Chocolate. How can you resist? Then put some on top. Okay. Now your hands are not going to be full of chocolate. Like I said, not ever a bad thing to have a handful of chocolate. Okay. Now, since I forget a knife, what I'm going to do, just try to make it as even as possible. So you can, I'm going to just use a spatula. Do it in half, like that. Perfect. Now, cookie sheet, use the largest one you have. It's preferable because you're going to have to make a log into this. So what I do is I take that half. I'm just going to put 1/2 on here right now and just create gently on parchment paper too. Make sure you use that parchment paper. Create a log and as even as possible so it cooks well. And you don't want it thicker than 3/4 inch high, or else it's not going to cook the way that you really need it to cook. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but we like to be as perfect as possible if we can. All right. And I'm being a little bit too much of a perfectionist. In reality, you would have 2 logs, one on each side, okay? You will bake this at 350 for 35 minutes exactly. Once it is out, I do not have an after for this part. Once it is out, you're going to cut it. And I'll show you with the raw dough. You will cut it. Let's see if I can do this. Apologize. It's kind of hard to do this on live TV with live Facebook Live and everything when I cooked it and everything, because it would have been hard already, because you really have to do it exactly at that 35 minutes. When you take it out, let it cool for like 2 minutes, and then you're just going to cut into like 3/4 each down the log, okay? Then you're going to put it on a cookie tray, side up. I'll show you right here. This way up, because they will be a little bit, they'll be almost all completely done, except for the middle will be just a little bit undone. And that is perfect. So then you put that back in the oven for 10 minutes and it's ready. So what I decided to do, since I like to make it a little fancier than the norm, I decided to melt some white chocolate too and step it up just a little bit. So I'm going to put my white chocolate, melted white chocolate right here. And I'm going to just dip it in there. Make it, you want to use white chocolate, you want to use dark chocolate, just keep on adding the chocolate to it. That's okay too. Okay, mine's not looking that pretty. But put it back on the parchment paper like that. And let's add some chocolate sprinkles to that too. All right. Make it just a little bit extra. And there you have it. All right. Chocolate biscotti. You have your coffee in the morning. Give yourself that little cafe feeling without having to go out. We know that it doesn't feel safe these days to go out. You don't have to leave your house. Just have your cafe at home. Simple as that. Thank you all for joining us today. And please remember to watch Center at Home today at 3 p.m. with Matt and Nava. They will be having Tammy Summers? I'm sorry. Tammy from Down Syndrome LA will be speaking about how the community is coming together as well. And of course, we'll have Chelsea Darnell as well with the movie chat. With Hollywood Chat today. And don't forget to watch out for all of our other shows as well. Thank you and have a safe and great weekend.
Hi, I'm Matt Asner.
And I'm Nava Pasquitz Asner.
And we're the founders of the Ed Asner Family Center. And this is your opportunity to get out there and walk, because we're having a walk.
So get together with your grandmother and your relatives and join a team or found a team and, help us to continue supporting the special needs community.
Thank you very much. We'll see you there.
Hi, I'm Isabella Hoffman.
I'm Atticus Baldwin, and we're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Yes, we are.
We are walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.
Hi! Oh, hi! We're walking for the Ed Asner Family Center. I'm with it. Let's go! Come on!
Hi, I'm Ed Asner, and I want to thank you for walking for the Ed Asner Family Center.